We know it's important for our kids to keep moving, but how much? Playing at school, being on a soccer team, exercise class? Today we're talking to Karen Owoc, exercise physiologist, TV and radio host, and mom, about the importance of physical activity for our children. As we discuss, how active should your kids be?
My daughter Lila is a little social butterfly. I mean, she could talk and she could hang out and she's really into arts and singing and she could paint and do all this wonderful stuff. Lila got a new guitar and she is just writing her own music now. She's not really drawn to exercise, and it is something that concerns me, and yet I don't know how much she actually needs.
At least an hour of moderate to vigorous activity every day.
Vigorous? What's
vigorous?
Vigorous.
Moderate.
Yeah, I know.
Vigorous is an exercise where the oxygen uptake is higher.
Like soccer, basketball.
Right. So and
Jumping on the trampoline.
They're sustaining it over a period of time.
We had the similar situation with my daughter Soraya. She's very academic. She can sit and read a book all day long. And at first, she was getting a lot of praise that she liked to come home and sit for 5 hours. Until we went to the pediatrician and we were like, whoa, she's gaining weight a little rapidly and not getting that exercise that she needs. And my husband decided to start coaching soccer. And I'll tell you, that changed everything for us, because then there were 2 practices a week for 3 hours each. Vigorous, right?
Very.
We played on a tournament team. There were 4 games in a day. And it really just also changed her mental game. It made her just much more, I think, clear.
They've done studies, and they found that kids that engaged in vigorous activity actually did better in school.
So my tiger mom can continue.
Yeah.
I used to be all academics, but if I put a little vigorous exercise in, I'm going to get better academics.
Now you're going to be like, jump, children, jump, go.
Move faster.
So those kids that aren't so focused in school, the exercise is really good for them.
My kids want to do things with their friends. So like even summer camp is going on right now, and they are going to a soccer camp where they play soccer like 6 hours a day, but they're going because 3 of their friends are doing it with them. And I think that Lila will really respond to doing something with people that she loves to do with her peers.
Especially with your daughters, because they're just enough older. They're like,
peers are a big motivator.
Yes,
yeah, no, well, then it's also better than parents, because I don't want her to feel like I'm pushing her. I always talk about being healthy, because for her, it's a little bit of diet and exercise.
Nutrition is so much a part of exercise. Think of the wheels of a bicycle, exercise being one wheel and nutrition being the other wheel. If one is faulty, one is inadequate, you're going to have a dysfunctional bicycle. So make sure that they have the right nutrition and hydration in order to even want to exercise and have that energy.
What about like any weight-bearing exercise?
It needs to be a supervised program. You just can't tell them,
Yeah, but Lila in the gym.
go pump some iron. Go pump some iron.
Soraya's like spotting her.
That's one of the good things about gymnastics, because they're pushing their own weight. They learn to become more aware of their bodies and how to use their bodies.
It's very disciplined.
It's very disciplined, and it requires them to be very focused too. You know, one of the really good tools that I like to use for monitoring exercise is a pedometer. Kids should be getting 15,000 steps in every day.
15,000?
That's about 7.5 miles a day.
7.5 miles a day?
7.5 miles a day. If you're getting in less than 5,000, you're sedentary. So,
I'm going to go buy one of those today.
I want one of those too.
Me too.
But it's a great motivator for them, because they say, well, I got 14,000, I just need 1,000 more.
Oh, that's
so
fantastic.
They really...
We got work
like
to do,
it.
girl.
We do have work
Forget
to do.
those kids, we're in trouble.
Do you have creative ways to keep your kids active?
Come join our conversation on Facebook and let us know what they are.
This episode brought to you by Capri Sun Super V.